I studied harder for NEET-PG and INICET and my preparation got worse. Using the framework I am going to be sharing in this video, I went from being underconfident, overwhelmed and sad to regularly getting more than 80% questions correct in Marrow QBank. I am Ogniv Roy Chaudhary, a second year MBBS student from ESIC Joka, and I am documenting my journey to getting AIR 1 in NEET-PG and INICET in 2029. So do subscribe my channel if you want to follow me along this journey as I continue to share insights and knowledge that has never been disclosed before. Before I start, let me tell you a story. So this was the beginning of second year and I had just started my preparation. And the name of the game for this year was Robbins. Everywhere, from the seniors, even the juniors, some of the juniors were saying it, Bhaiya, did you read Robbins? Have you started reading Robbins? And all the YouTubers were saying, read Robbins. If you don't read Robbins, your wife is going to leave you. Your patient is going to die in the future. And I thought, okay, I have not read any book in the first year. So this time let's change it. Let's read standard books. So what I did was this. I started waking up at 4 a.m. in the morning and here in this room, and I first watched the video. I had also taken the subscription by this time and I started with pathology and I started watching Dr. Preeti Sharma ma'am's inflammation videos. And here I had this book Robbins, the big Robbins, by the way, big Robbins, and also Harsh Mohan, because one senior said that some information is not there in Robbins and you have to read Harsh Mohan as well. So I had this Robbins, I had Harsh Mohan, and also that senior also said that the pictures in Robbins are not up to par. To get good marks in NEET-PG, you need to scroll through the research papers that we have. So I had Robbins, I have Harsh Mohan, and I also had the research paper behind in my computer, PubMed. So I woke up at 4 a.m. Okay, let's do inflammation. I watched the video. The video is also long, about 2 hours. So I watched it and I was pretty overwhelmed by so many details by that point. At the same time, I was also re-verifying the points in Robbins, then Harsh Mohan, and then the PubMed. All in all, I started at 4 a.m. in the morning, and by the time I completed, it was already 10 o'clock. Now do you understand what was happening here? To read one single topic, I was taking 6 hours. And that was not even the problem. The problem was, as I continued with more and more, I got more and more confused. I continued this insane schedule for a few more weeks. I don't know how I did it for a few more weeks. But at the end, I realized that this is not for me. Some people can do it, but if I have to continue this for every single topic, I'm going to go mad. Forget giving about NEET-PG and INICET, I will have to enter myself into asylum before that. So I said, fuck these YouTubers, man, fuck these seniors. I am going to do what is working for me. I'm going to only watch the videos, solve the QBank and read the notes. And if any consequences come, I will deal with them later. But for now, this insanity has to stop. The reason I told you this story is because of my first point, which is what I call analysis paralysis. Now, what is this? Well, since we do not have any reference point in starting in our preparation, we look for advice. And oftentimes the advice comes from our seniors or some YouTube videos of some past toppers. Now, after getting mind fucked for 3 or 4 days, you decide, okay, so this is this giant goal of NEET-PG and INICET. So inflammation, no. If I just watch videos, it is not going to be enough. I have to read the books, I have to do and some people, including me by the way, see the video from multiple sources. because this topic is taught better by this teacher and this topic is taught better by this teacher. So by this time, instead of having the basic knowledge of the subject, we get into this trap of consuming more and more and more. And in the initial part of the year, it's fine because we have time. The classes has not even started yet, and even if they have started, it's slow. So you think that's okay. I continue to study and by the end of the year, I will pick up my speed. But you and I very well know what happens, don't we? As the year continues to progress, your motivation is not infinite. It's like a battery. As it continues to diminish, okay, let's cut out the books and let's cut out one book. As continues 3-4 months, okay, let's not read Robinson anymore. Okay, let's just see the pictures. Pictures are enough. Then again it continues to diminish. Okay, let's not see the videos as well. The videos are too overwhelming. Let's just read the basic important points and the PYQs from the book. And as the year continues to diminish, and by the time the prof exam comes, it's like, fuck these videos, man. They are too detailed. They are not required for our level. Let's just read those shitty exam books and pass the exams. And this cycle keeps on continuing on and on and on. And the worst thing is, if you had just stick to the basic one source, maybe it is videos, maybe it is books, and kept continuing it all throughout the year, you would have much better concepts and clarity compared to 99% of the population. You want to know a secret? Don't tell anyone, okay? The source does not matter. It's you who matters. The analogy I'm going to give in this part is this. Do you really think that the person who is getting first in marathon is getting first because of the shoes he is wearing? Or because of the t-shirt or the cap he is wearing? Obviously not. It would be crazy to think that. Then why the fuck do you think in your preparation all these auxiliary things matters? Like which teacher you are studying from, which app you have, which book you are studying from. The reason you will succeed or not succeed is if you don't put in years and years of consistent effort. That is what will matter in the end, not which teacher teaches this concept better or that. In the end, all of this will flatten out. It will not matter. Instead of being like an artist, oh, I have to do, oh, research paper, oh, this book, that book. Pick one source and stick with it. And if you have any difficulty encountering when reading from one source, instead of thinking that, oh, the teacher is bad, he doesn't teach as well, or the book is bad, the book has no good language. No. If you want to see the results of your hard work, you have to wait for some time. Any source you have started with will not give you results the first time round. You have to stick with it for months on end. But if you keep changing the source, it's like building a bridge. You build a bridge with this one pillar, one source, and then another source, and then another source. But the total bridge never gets built. And you keep saying that, oh, I'm dumb, I have no IQ, these toppers have some incredible brain. And they keep doing so well. But instead, what you should think like this, okay, maybe I'm not so dumb after all. Maybe I have some IQ. Maybe I can do this. But instead, you keep changing on the source. It's like you have this ripened fruit ready and you can have it in your palms. But every time you get close to it, you cut it from the tree and it falls out. Don't do this. And the second point I want to mention is, okay, Ognif, I understand that you have to pick one source and stick with it. But, I have a doubt. What if by not reading these standard books or going through this research material and all these books, I do not become a good doctor? What if it happens that I only pass this exam, crack this exam, and I have no clinical concept and I cannot treat patients? To that I say, do you really think reading from books and reading for days on end will make you a good doctor? I also had this doubt. So what I did, I asked my father. Now for context, my father has 37 years of experience and he is a top doctor here in Kolkata. You know what he said? He said, "Beta, no one has become a great doctor in their life by reading books." I said, but they are saying if you do not read standard books, your patients will die in the future. He said, he laughed a little and he said, to treat patients, to be good doctor, you have to see patients on a regular basis to build up that clinical acumen, the clinical intuition. I said, but these people who read books have so much degrees. He said, you'd be surprised to know people with many foreign degrees, with degrees that which start with F and ends with Z. Many times when the patients come to them in their OPD, they are like this. Okay, oh, what is the diagnosis? Okay, let me write some vitamin for you. I will come back the next day. And many doctors who do not have that many fancy degrees, and even sometimes there are people who just have MBBS, they are extremely accurate in their diagnosis. They can pick it up like this, the diseases that the patient have. Now, how did they get to this point? Do you think they have read Robbins, Grace, Harrison, and this book and that book and that book? No. They did it by just seeing patients and having some doubts, clearing it from books, and this cycle continued. Also, why is this ego in us? We are only second year MBBS for my case, that we have to be this amazing doctor from good doctor who knows every single disease, every single syndrome and everything. I am sure that if you have come to this medical field, you are planning to do it for a long time, for 40, 50, 60 years. Why is this ego in you that we have to be the best clinician we can from day one? We have to know every single diagnosis, we have to do everything. I was in the library that other day and there's a few PGT of pathology were reading, and I saw that they were reading Robbins, and I asked them, why are you reading Robbins, ma'am? Are you supposed to read some advanced books? Said, do you think Robbins is for second year students? I said, but these seniors all they say that you have to read Robbins. She said that they are only saying it. Look at them, what they actually do. Don't fall for what people are saying. See what they're actually doing in their life. They only say that read Robbins, but in actuality they are not even reading anything. So why listen to them? Also, I can understand from where this ego thing has come into our system and why we keep messing up, which seems common sense. This was also common sense, don't you think, that we have to pick one source and stick with it? It's because of this MBBS system. We have this status to maintain. Like, if people don't see us reading from this big 1000 pages book, we are not a medical student. We have to keep up this image. No, oh, I study for 14 hours, 15 hours, bro. You do not know how difficult our course is. Oh, okay. Let's see these pages. Okay. Oh. But at the end of the day, I asked them, okay, I understand you have read from these basic books. Tell me the basic concept of inflammation. Basic concept. No need to go into details, and they start from me. Now, what is the use of reading standard books and everything if you cannot even describe the whole concept in a few words? This is the problem. This showman thing that we do in MBBS. And also, it was my personal experience, there was this deep inferiority complex as well. In the first year, I was not that much well in my concepts. So I thought, okay, maybe I'm seeing videos. These are not working for me. All these people who are reading from books, they keep answering questions one by one, and I can't do it. But it was not the right way to look at things. In the end, when in second year, I implemented all these techniques I am going to be sharing in the future videos, my performance skyrocketed. Not only did I beat them in their concepts, and also I had greater retention. They keep confusing their concept in the later half of the year. In the initial part, the load is low, so they can correlate this thing with that thing, but at the end of the year, they are confusing everything. But since I followed only one teacher, only one source from the entire year, no matter what the fuck any YouTuber says, because it was working for me, at the end of the year, I got the rewards. You can even, my second year has completed, you can ask any topic from any single part of the course and I can confidently give you some information about it. Any topic you can ask. Because I have this simplified image in my brain, at least I know what the hell the thing is. You can't say about these things who read books and books and books. They mess it all up in their brain. And at the end of the day, who is holding you back? Who the fuck is holding you back from doing the thing that you know will make the most difference? If you cannot understand from the books, why the fuck don't you make this change? Why are you such a big pushy? Because of some senior who is saying that if you don't read books, you will not become a good doctor, or some YouTuber who doesn't even know you. Imagine that person in your head and think of it. I am such a big pussy, I am giving that person the control of my preparation and all these outside people, because they say if I don't read books, I will not do anything in life. Fuck them, man, fuck them. You are giving some other person your control of your preparation. Forget about NEET-PG and INICET. You need to clear up the mess that is in your mind. So this is what I want you to do after watching this video. Pick a source and no fucking bullshit of doing, oh, let me see the YouTubers. This YouTuber said this source is better. No. You pick based on who you like the most. Most of the teachers, they teach very well. It is a matter of your personal preference. Like in pharma in second year, I had the choice between going for GRG and for Ankit sir of prep letter. So what I did, I watched both of the videos, but I liked Ankit sir better. His calm demeanor and everything, I liked his style better, so I went with him. Then what you do, you pick the source and you watch 2 to 3 videos and do the Q bank afterwards. And I have my Instagram in the top link. What you do, after doing it, you go to my Instagram and DM me of what the source you choose, what the teacher you chose, what videos you watched, and how many Q banks you did. This fucking bullshit of watching videos and not doing anything with your life has to stop. If you are a watcher of my channel and if you have watched till far, you have to take accountability. Do that. Keep grinding, and I will see you in the next one.